Hey guys, I'm back with a new video, and after being gone for 3 months, I decided to make another tutorial. So if you were waiting for a video, I apologize. And I made a video on how to make a manga slash a comic in Medibang, and I got a lot of good feedback on it. It helped a lot of people out. So I'll be making another tutorial on how to use screen tone and shading in Medibang. So if you're interested on how to make these borders or the outlines of a comic, go ahead and check my video. It will be linked in the description. And if you want to watch me ink this drawing, I'll have another link to the speed paint if you're interested. So let's get right into the video. Alright, now the line art's done, I'm going to be showing you how to actually add the screen tones. So before you even add the screen tone, you have to select an area where you want to add the screen tone. Like, let's say for example, I'm going to start off with his skin, and since he's tan, I'll be adding screen tone to his skin. So let's say now the first option to use is the wand tool for selection, and the downside of this is that it's accurate, but you can only select one spot at a time. And if you're selecting multiple places, like let's say you wanna, in my case, I wanna do his face, his neck, and his chest, and his abs. I can't do that all at once, so I'll be showing you another option. What you can do is you can select and then click this button right here. I forgot what it's called. Oh, the select pen tool. You can choose where you want, you can draw where you want to select. And this is okay. But since I have more area to cover, I can't just go back to the wand tool and select another spot. I can't, it just doesn't work like Photoshop does. I'm just gonna show you my preferred easier method. So I'm gonna pick a gray color, and I'm gonna just select his skin. Oh, make sure if it colors everywhere, that's because your bucket tool is on layer. So let's change it to canvas, and now I'm just gonna select where I select his skin, like this, like that. Easy peasy. Now the thing I prefer most about this is that I can just go in and color the spots that are missed. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you how to actually add your screen tone. So you just go up here to your top left corner and click this little click this little speech bubble, and it will open up your material. So before you do that, just make sure you have another layer open and click clipping group. Since I want to add this screen tone with this color, I'll be showing you how to add it without in a second. So let's drag and drop, and let's close this. Alright, now it gives you options. Now you can rotate, and you can zoom, or you can zoom out, just like that. And I think this is good. Now let's say you don't want to add this color underneath the layer. I'll just be showing you how to add it without this color layer. So when you've made your selection, click command and then double click, and it will bring your selection. So it will select, and then open a new layer, open up your panel material, and then click and drag and drop, just like that. So, and all you have to do now is just delete or hide your skin layer, selecting where his fur would be. Oh, by the way, if you want to add more material, you just go right here to this little cloud with the arrow pointing down, and you'll be able to open up whatever you want. And as for these little buttons right here, I'll just if you hover your cursor around right on top of it, it should just show you what it is. Like this one is paste material, this one is preview material, this one is add material from your cloud, and add material. Alright, now I've adjusted the colors a little bit, and I'll show you how I did that. And you can go to filter, which one was it? Hue. And just, since this is a grayscale drawing, you can just go ahead and change the brightness to make it lighter or darker because it'll be gray. Yeah, that kind of looks weird, so I'm just not gonna add it. I'm just not gonna add anything to his eyes. I want to add something to his. I want to add a material to his hair, but I kind of don't know what I should add. I'll just start off by selecting and coloring. So I'll do this. Oh shit. Yodi do 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 every day. Just selecting. It doesn't even look like a Super Saiyan 4. It looks like some freaking OC, some fan transformation. Oh my god, this is Omni Super Saiyan 6. Yes, he is more stronger than Beerus and Whis combined. He is stronger than Whis and everybody else, everyone else. Just a random tip for y'all. Since I already colored everything, like his skin and his whatever, I just drop this to the bottom and I just color it like that, just to make it easier. Like this. Oh, just to make it a little bit faster. Helps. Sometimes it helps, but sometimes it don't. Like, erase that. Every day. Oh, my borders was on the bottom. I don't know why I did that, so I'm just gonna put them on the top like that. So simple. Oh. Okay. I just want to finish this drawing. Alright, I've colored his beautiful hair. Now to add a little screen tone. So before we move on to the next step. Should we add some flowers? Beautiful Super Saiyan. Oh my god, that looks magnificent. Let's see. Oh, wow. That looks cool. That looks interesting. I kind of like this look. Just a little. I worked hard on this line art that I wanted to show. Okay, we colored the character itself. Make sure you make the layers beneath all the layers for the character, and I'm just gonna use the square selection tool and select. Okay, so now make a new layer and reference layer and select. Now I don't have to do this again, but I just think it's easier because I don't like the selection tool. I think it's distracting. That's why I just prefer the bucket tool. Oh, I keep forgetting. Let's do some tone. I have some tone added here, like this one. This one's cool. Oh wow, this one looks really cool. Now since this is a cool transformation, let's see, maybe this one. Well, Super Saiyan 4 isn't as dramatic. Maybe I could add this. There's so many cool screen tones you can add. Like, let's zoom out, and usually it's zoomed in a little. That's pretty cool. Now, if I didn't have my color behind this, I could just have that white. Oh, I could just let me just make this looks cool. It would look more realistic if I had added some aura here, but I didn't. So I'm just gonna where's the button to remove? So like this is like a background of the scenery, like he's just turning into Super Saiyan 4 like just randomly. Oh my god, he's a Super Saiyan 4, bro. I think I can see that already. Unless you're, I don't know, like it just kind of, you have to spoon feed your readers. Like just imagine like your audience for your manga or your comic is just an infant, and you just gotta literally teach it everything, like about your characters. You can't just assume that they'll know it on their own, because they won't. until that baby is a little bit older, then you let it decide things on its own. Ooh, look at this. It has 2 different clouds for you to use on one manga page. And by the way, it does this little weird thing where you just see the pattern itself. Oh, he's ascended beyond the god. Ascending into a Super Saiyan 4 without just randomly in space. Eerie. This has really great screen tones. By the way, screen tones, I don't know how freaking I don't know how traditional artists keep up with all their expenses, because one sheet of screen tone is expensive. Like, I'm not even kidding, bro. Like one screen tone, like I guess in Japan itself, it's pretty cheap. I think like that's probably why a lot of artists just go with traditional manga, because they like have all the supplies at a reasonable price at their stores. But if you go to like any art store and you like look up like a manga kit or manga supplies, or like it's expensive. It's not cheap. Like one manga kit, one manga starter kit, it's like it'll have like some thick paper, maybe a few dip pens, most likely not, or some multi-liners, those fancy curved rulers, and then it'll be like, okay, that costs $35 for something. Like each of these materials are cheap, like paper, maybe that's like thick paper, maybe like a pack is just like 20. You can buy like a pack of 100 for like $20, or like a pack of 10 pages for like $2 of thick cardstock paper. Multi-liners, each one actually depends. If you get a good amount of multi-liners, one can cost fairly more than a regular pen. And for that frenzy curved pen, you can go on Amazon and find that for cheap. Okay, I want to add a white border to this character so he sticks out a little bit from the screen tone. So what I'll be doing is just grab a bright color or whatever, any color. Make a new layer at the very bottom, and select. Oops, I did it again. And make sure your bucket tool is on canvas, and just start selecting around him. Okay, and just like that. Now you're just gonna command click on your layer, go up to select, wait, where'd it go? Inverse, make a new layer, and now click expand, and this will be for the width of the outline. So I'll just go about 6. Okay, and make sure you know this little bright spot. This little bright spot you use to select. Just make sure it's the new layer is on top of it, and I'll be using the color I want. Like, oh, it's on canvas. That's why. Make sure the bucket tool is on layer and click your outline and deselect. So now you got the outline, and I'm just gonna hide the other layers. I'm gonna drag my outline on top of it, just like that. And there's a outline in the border, just like that. I'm just gonna erase it. I'm really hungry. I'm starving for this tutorial. My mom made food. Okay, now we're gonna do our last bit, and that's gonna be to add a speech bubble. So it's gonna make a new layer for the speech bubble. This is important because you don't want the bubble, if you wanna edit the speech bubble, you need it to be in a new layer. So let's go to material again, and I'll just select, depending on the situation, it says it right here, dialogue, and this one is thought, and this one's a yell. It needs to be this color so it can stick out a little bit, and I'm gonna close this, and you can start editing it around. Now I can edit this because I'm on the operation tool, and if you're not on the operation tool, you can't edit the speech bubble. So make sure you're on operation tool and you can edit the speech bubble like that. And when you want to get off the operation tool, just click onto a different bubble. So now you just have to add your text. You just go to text and add whatever you want. And that's it for this tutorial. I hope it helped, and if it did, give it a thumbs up, maybe subscribe, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.